This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
But we'll move on. It's April 8th. We're at the Nassau Coliseum, this time with only 4,500 in attendance for the early show, down from the initial 10,000 plus in the Jim Crockett Promotions debut. You're second from the top. You and Tully lose to Wyndham and Luger by DQ. The main event, Road Warriors versus the Powers of Pain. Wow, that's some big-time beef and muscle in the ring there. The other half of the Jim Crockett Promotions crew ran the Richmond Coliseum, and the main event, Flair and Sting. Man, talk about two top-notch cards there. Arn, in the past, you've said a lot of times, with lower houses, people just didn't want to see it. This is in the heart of WWF country as well. A 50% decline seems a little bit steep, and the Road Warriors and Powers of Pain are perfect for an audience used to seeing big men in those territories. What are your thoughts on this?
And what town are we talking?
Nassau Coliseum, so we're in the Northeast.
Yeah, that was Vince's stronghold, that New York area. You know, the first time they're going to turn out because of curiosity, and then they may go back and be loyal to their home team. I know this. Let me just make a side note about the Powers of Pain and the Road Warriors. They took this angle with those guys. The four of them took it very, very serious. And I walked in the gym one day, and this will appeal to people that work out all the time, power lifters, Olympic lifters. They will all get what I'm about to say. So I go in, and it just so happens Barbarian. It's in Charlotte. It's a King's Gym, I believe it was, over on South Boulevard where a lot of the guys trained. I happen to walk in, and there's Barbarian and the Warlord. And, buddy, they're on the incline, and there was 535 on the incline. Now, I'm not talking about the Smith machine. I'm talking about just an incline bench. Both of them, each one, I sat there and watched them do 535 for 5 reps on incline.
My goodness.
Warlord, Barbarian. That's serious weight, Paul. Serious weight. So they took this, weightlifting angle and their chance to, throw hands with the Road Warriors. They took it very, very serious.
My goodness. They were all larger than life, man. Just massive, huge. And you thought if anybody could take on the Road Warriors, it's those guys, the Powers of Pain. Whoever matched up Warlord and Barbarian were genius. The Powers of Pain, to me, as a kid, again, in that time frame, they were definite challengers in my mind to the Road Warriors. They looked like them. They were built as big, if not, to your point, bigger. And so that was a fun matchup for sure.
And, Animal was really, really strong. Hawk had those big traps,
yes.
Big neck, good physique. But he wasn't quite as strong as any of the other three, Animal or the other two. And then you add in, Barbarian, you add in the Island Boy ingredient, which makes them double tough.
Right.
Every Island Boy that I've ever met is a tough sumbitch, and he would be one of those.
Oh, I always hear the stories about Meng or Haku, whatever you want to call him. Man, he's another one.
Yes, sir. Meng may still be the world champion. Who knows? Nobody's going to challenge him, but put Barb in that class.
Wow, my goodness. Well, listen, we're talking about all this activity here on this date, April 8th. And by the way, later that evening, you're wrestling again because that's just what you guys did. You and Tully wrestled Barry and Dr. Death at the Sam Houston Coliseum. So again, the travel was only made possible by those costly private planes, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's the only way you could do it. There's no other way to do it.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.